Hello everybody, my name is Matt and I'm going to be playing Darkest Dungeon today. Now it's been a long time since I've done any videos on this channel, and that's because of many reasons. Probably heard them all before from me, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes, and sometimes I just don't have I just don't feel like recording. I just don't feel like doing anything, so hopefully you guys can understand that. And you know what, if you like the content, if you don't like the content, just judge whether or not you subscribe accordingly to that. I'm not going to ask for any subscriptions, especially since I'm not really making any money off of this. I just do it because I enjoy it. So let's start a new campaign here. As you can see, I have one campaign in week 46. And by the way, hopefully my recording is of good quality here. I did a few audio tests and it seemed like it was okay, but let me know. Okay, let's create a new dungeon. So let's call it, not dungeon, new campaign here. So what should we call it? We should call it the, because it always starts off with the prefix the, so let's call it the Hamlet of Awesome. So we're going to go into the Hamlet of Awesome, and I'm just going to let the intro cinematic play.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So if you guys weren't pumped already, this game is absolutely phenomenal. I love it to death. Basically, it's a turn-based RPG, kind of, mixed with roguelike elements. So it is a roguelike-like, or roguelite, or whatever you want to call it, with a big emphasis on party. Like you need to organize your party in the right way and be able to deal with things like stress. So you can see the stress 10 out of 200. If that goes up, bad things happen. You have 4 different kinds of attacks which you can switch out, not here but later on. You have a weapon, you have an armor type which is locked in with these classes. So this is a Crusader, Reynaud is a Crusader. We have Dismas or Dima, Highwayman. And they also have traits, which reflect on how they deal with stress and how they deal with certain monsters. So this guy's a known cheat. He's not allowed to gamble in town. Now, gambling in itself is a way that you can deal with stress after you're finished with a dungeon. So he's got Hard Noggin with 15% stun resist, so it's more difficult to stun him. He also has quick reflexes for +2 speed, which is great. Reynaud here has Warrior of Light, so 10% damage if torch is above 75. I'll get to the torch in a second, it's up here. Kleptomaniac, so he's prone to stealing items, which is annoying as hell. And he's God-fearing, so he will only pray for stress relief. So another big mechanic of this game is the torch. So you have 100. I have 100 light at the moment, so I get scouting increases, so I can scout further on along the path, and monsters are surprised much more easily. I can raise this, I can lower this through torches. We can also do food. I will come up. I will deal with some of the
run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The Hamlet is just ahead.
I will bring up a lot more of the mechanics later on.
Thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Yeah, I just want to pause for the narrator because the narrator is absolutely phenomenal. So here's combat. We have one guy here, a Brigand Cutthroat. He has 15 out of 15 HP, he's dodge 2, speed of 3, he's human, and he has all these resistances like stun resist, blight, bleed, and debuff. So what we want to do is be able to find the best attack for him. Right now I have open vein, pistol shot, which I can't use, because he can only use those in the last 3 rows. And only to the last 3 rows back here on the other side. You can see the white dots and the red dots. He has Grape Shot Blast, which affects 3 rows, and he can use in the 2nd or 3rd row, and Take Aim, which gives him more accuracy and crit. But right now I'm just going to open vein. Hopefully get a bleed on this guy. Good, we got a bleed. So he takes 2 damage per rounds for 3 rounds. And the Crusader is much more of a damage-dealing class. He also has some buffs, but I just use him mostly for a damage-dealing class.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Got 100 gold from that, and we continue on down the road. And we can investigate objects as well. So let's do that. Brain alt here.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Yep. And now we have a bigger guy here.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Yeah, the narrator's phenomenal. I just want to pause for him sometimes until it gets to be that you've heard them all before, which I have. I've actually started rehearsing, kind of like along with him while he's talking. It's phenomenal voice acting. This guy here takes up 2 slots, so because he's a bigger one. So he takes up slot 1 and slot 2. This guy's in slot 3, and he is obviously more speed. It's weird that this guy went... No, he's not going first. What the hell am I talking about? Anyways, they're surprised, so I get 1 turn with both my guys that is uninterrupted by them. So I'm gonna... Oh, damn it. I'm gonna pistol shot to the back, and I'll... What's his stun resist? 50%, so I get stunned down for 1 round. So this puts him out of commission for the next round. Yeah, let's do a bleed on him. So we get some damage. Oh, no, he resisted. Some damage over time would be nice. But we'll just keep wearing down on this guy here. Would be good to take down this guy. I might get my highwayman to try to take him out, just so we can get him away. This guy can be pretty brutal. He tries to bleed. Oh damn, he bled both of them. It's only 1 damage, so it's not insanely bad. I might actually be able to kill him before I kill the sharpshooter, or not the sharpshooter, the policier. I don't know. I'm Canadian, but I don't speak French very well anymore.
Perhaps the turning point.
Alright, let's open bait on him since he's in the first row. Damn it. I love those dodges. But at least I got 1 too, so it's fair. And you got a 2nd, so
How
to the next
quickly
round.
the tide turns.
So as you can see, when enemies crit, or when I crit, like their stress is affected. So he got some stress from being critical hit. It can also affect the rest of your party. It just didn't in that aspect. He's at 13 and 22. I'll get into more of the
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
I'll get into the stress more later on when it comes to different aspects of it. But for now, we finished, and I believe that this one is always blighted. Yeah, it is, but that's okay. We finished it. Alright, so we have a victory in the tutorial. So we got 5,000 gold plus 1,300 from what we picked up. Emeralds, which are worth more gold. So yeah, this is the 1,300 gold here, and we collected a bunch of crests for heirlooms. Those come into updating the Hamlet, which we're about to go to. Runes Explorer, plus 20 scouting percent. 20. Wow, I can't speak today. It's been a while since I've done this, so forgive me if I'm messing up. Plus 20% chance scouting in the ruins, which is a dungeon that you can go into. And we're about to enter the Hamlet.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Cool. So the first 3 buildings that we have active, these are locked until later on. So we can access the ancestors' memories. We can go into, you know, the cutscenes and stuff. The graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
And that's the graveyard. If any of our heroes die, it is permadeath. So if any of your heroes die, they're gone for good. But thankfully, we can go to the stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
But luckily, each week, each round when you go into a dungeon lasts a week, you can get different party members. So this guy, Mesnage, I'm actually going to rename a bunch of these guys just to be, you know, the original 4, just so I remember them. So this guy is going to be... I'll name him Jake, because that's easy to remember. Cool. So this guy's Jake. I'm going to bring him over here.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And we have Roard. But we're going to rename this girl, because I believe the Vessels are women, to be... We have Jake, and let's do... I don't know... Valerie. That's a bad way of spelling Valerie, I think, but this is our healer. So she has a bunch of traits and stuff like that. We can get her, if I can drag her.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
So all we can really do right now, since we don't have any trinkets, which we can equip to our party, we don't have much else we can do, so let's just embark on the next journey.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Alright, so the only dungeon we can go to is the ruins. So let's set up our party in the way that we want to have it. I want Dismas here, I want Jake here, and Valerie in the back, because she's the healer. We have the usual suspects, the party, the usual suspects.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
So for my standard first few runs, I just usually take 8 food, 8 of those, and 1 shovel. That's my standard kit for a short dungeon. There are different lengths of dungeon that you can go into as well, but this one, for now, it'll be short dungeons, which don't have a camping mechanic, which, again, I'll come to later on when we get into it.
The fiends must be driven back, and what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line.
Alright, so we're exploring a dungeon. The goal is to complete 100% of room battles, and these down here are rooms. We can travel between them in the hallways, which we had before. You can also traverse backwards, so in this case I probably will have to go up to the top, and then back here, and then over here. I don't know if there's another better way of doing it in this case, but we're just gonna do it that way. So we got some more food, some gold, and now some skeletons. And I'm gonna do Grape Shot Blast to affect all 3 rows, 2, 3, and 5. That's not a bad hit at all. But that is, oh my god. Alright, so these guys are not affected by bleed, obviously, because they have no blood, but they still are affected by blight. So I might want to do... I stun? Yeah, I'm gonna stun this guy in the back. Yeah, nice. I'm gonna get this Valerie here to heal up our highwayman a little bit. Healing in this game is not meant to be something that is be-all end-all, like, it's kind of more of a fallback thing, so you eventually will get worn down over time.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That was a nice hit on both parts. I'm gonna heal up Dismas again? Dimas? I don't know how to pronounce that. And each time you're stunned, you get a little bit of a buff to it, so now he has plus 20% stun resist on top of his 45, so it's harder to stun things many times in a row. That prevents the healers from healing all the time. So I'm gonna have to do Open Vein even though they don't bleed. So I'm gonna have to take the... Okay. I don't even know what that's doing there. Anyways, Open Vein, it has 15% damage reduction but bleeds, but he's in the first row, so I
As
do
the
it.
fiend falls,
We did it.
a faint hope blossoms.
Cool, so let's continue on, and should I check this out? Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. They're not always good. That's why I'm kind of wary of going through them. So 76% light is pretty darn good for now. I like to keep it above 75, just because it gives monsters more chance to be surprised. These guys are assholes. They stress your party out through tempting Goblet, and it can be very effective. Let's 5 damage to our Crusader, Reynold. Another tempting goblet. I really want to take these guys out as soon as possible. But, should I do... Yeah, I'm going to do damage to all 3 of them. Nice, got 5 damage to the one in the back, so that's half the health. Noxious Blast. Yeah, well, we're going to blight this guy. He has the most health. Damn it. Didn't work too well. Zealous Accusation.
Press this
wow!
advantage. Give them no quarter.
Wow, you're doing so well, Reynold. Many crits. Oh, that one moved him back. See, this is why party orientation is very important. Different attacks affect different areas of the party on the other side, and can only be used from certain areas, so you really want to be able to control where your party is at all times. Heal my so-called tank up here. And I'm going to do Incision on him just to kill him. So these two being swapped is not a big deal because they're both kind of mid or long range party members. I always want to keep my Crusader here, and I generally keep my Vestal or my healer in the back. There are 2 healing... damn it. Dodged. There are 2 healing classes in this game. And I just like to keep them in the back mostly. And Vestal Sharpening. Oh, darn it. They're really got a good dodge chance.
Prodigious
Nice.
size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Does not. Nice crit on the healing. Yeah, healing can crit as well, which is pretty cool. You feel sometimes that it's a little bit unfair, the RNG in this, but it always seems to even itself out. Oh,
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
yeah, I will kill you, don't worry. Unless...
A devastating blow.
Alright, so we got another shovel, more crests, and more things that we can sell later on. I can't heal outside of battle, which is probably for the best in game design. But we got more things that we can use for the town, upgrading the town. So let's keep going. I'm actually going to use a torch to bring the light up to 100.
The promise of safety.
And a trap. Alright.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Nice, I'm getting good luck with these things. I usually don't go for them very often. See, this one tends to stress out my party more than anything or give them negative traits. So I tend to ignore quite a few of them.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted,
So
and
grab a
purpose
torch.
is made clear.
I'll grab a torch there, and yeah, find a battle, I figured. Alright, since there are 3 relatively weak guys, I'm just going to use this.
Be gone, fiend!
Yeah, we got one. Dodge, though, I believe. Really want to be able to heal him, but... Oh, darn it. Don't do it. Don't do it. At least he resisted. He's got 1 HP. Do I have any healing skills? No. So, we're gonna try to blight this guy. Nope. It's not. Alright, heal him. Heal Jake. Not gonna die now, Jake. Not yet. Maybe later on. And again, nice crit. He's back into fighting shape. And I guess we'll do, yeah. Take out 1, affect another, and incision. Nope, not quite. I really should have swapped these 2. I just like keeping my party in a certain order, probably because I have OCD. But, yeah,
This
pick all
expedition
these,
at least promises success.
and we'll keep going. Let's do it. Nice, it's a lasting effect on a hero. So he's now Warren's Explorer. So we go in here, gives us another scouting chance. So this is pretty awesome. Plus 10% damage if torch is above 75, which I generally do. It's now at 76. I don't like to get it any lower than that. That's my own personal thing. A lot of people do dark runs with
The
high
match
stress.
is struck. A blazing star is born.
Well. Oh, darn it. Well, as you can see, he's been afflicted by getting to 100 stress. He's 100 out of 200, so he's gained the trait of paranoid. So paranoid makes him act kind of irrationally, makes him take his own actions in battle. And I'm just gonna eat since I have a lot of food. And yeah, you can get afflicted or you can get positive traits from those, which I tend to find that the negative traits are much more frequent, but that's just me. Oh shit. Well, that didn't mess up my party too bad. So open a vein on the bag for blood. So he's got a bleed of 2 per 3 rounds. And brought himself to the front. Need to heal up. Again, Jake. Blast. We'll do the skeleton back here since he can be blighted. Nice. 3 for 3. I don't care if you get pushed back. Nice. That's cool. I don't think my Vestal can heal from second row though. One is disease. I see all the signs, which stresses out my party. Good dodge there, but I will use Zealous Accusation, kill off one, damage another one. Sweet. And exploit. Damn it. I want to bring her to the back. At least the third row. Should I blade this guy some more or blade this girl here? Blinding gas. That affects the back 2 rows. I might as well do that. See if we can stun him. Nice. And Grape Shot. All the AoE attacks in this game seem extremely overpowered. Wow, that brought my torch down to 66. Which increases the amount of time. Yeah, see, monsters can be surprised, and if it gets any lower to say below 50, then monsters can have a higher crit chance and also a higher chance of you getting surprised yourself. I'm gonna bring the Vestal back to the third row and use Zealous Accusation. I might want to use a torch as well. I'm gonna do that. No, not stun him. No real point. Nice crits. She's blighted. Bit for later. Or Eldritch Push, don't do it. Aw, oh, damn it. Don't want to have her in the second row. But I'm just gonna heal. AoE heal for 1. That's 1 to 2. Damn it. Kicking my ass. Alright, pistol shot. Oh, damn it. I want to get him out of there. He's really dangerous. But at least we got the big skeleton down. So, Incision. Darn it. I was hoping to take her up quick. But she does have light on her, so next turn she takes, she will be dead. I believe. Yes, 2. Yeah, there we go.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Perhaps. Alright, so bring her back. I want Jake here, and we're gonna take Dima. Let's try to open this. No, it's empty. So, we'll go traverse backwards a couple tiles, whatever you want to call it. Some seems out of place. Trap. Nope, it's not a trap. You're just paranoid. Right. So we're almost all the way back, and then I'll probably use a torch. Yeah, I've got 5. Might as well. Use a torch.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Head on to the next room, and I have 2 possible rooms left to face enemies. If the next one has the last battle, then I will just win. Alright, so this one,
even
the rubble.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Yeah, so this is a good example of what kind of choice we can get with when traversing. So, well, it's not really a choice. It's what's good or bad to take. So this one I can use a shovel, or I can take considerable effort and clear it by hand, which gives me a lot of stress. It also reduces torch and it reduces health. So obviously I'm going to use the shovel and a torch as well. I'm at 76. I should be fine for the next room. Alright, so it seems like the last battle is in the last room. So I'm going to use a torch here.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Oh, shit. Alright, so this guy has now been brought to what's called Death's Door. So he is at 0 health. So each time he gets attacked now, he will have a chance to be dead completely. Gone. And I would not want that to happen. Plague Doctors are not the best class, but I really don't want to lose a party member this early on. Alright. To the last room, so this one has to have a battle. There we go. Oh my god. I can't even heal in first round. I'm gonna just bring her back there. Oh man. That all poisonous. Shit. Okay, if he gets 200 stress, he'll have a heart attack too. And that will kill him outright. So I want to heal quickly right now, just to bring him off of death's door. Keep him at least above death's door. I defy you. What was that? Oh, so he takes an action by himself, and you know what? It's not a bad action, to be fair. Dead weight has a chance to move me backwards, so I almost would have wanted that to hit, almost, but it didn't. So that's good. Jeez, they're bringing up my stress quite a bit. 33, 34, 39, and 163. So we're gonna open vein. I take a 15%. Yeah, I might as well just damage. I should have attacked the weak guy in the back. So, oh my god. So since he is paranoid, he will not accept heals sometimes. And we're gonna do blinding gas in the back. Yes, we stun both of them, so they don't have any chance to give me more stress. Alright, so he can be moved towards one. And dead weight, I don't mind if this pushes him back. There we go. So now my party is almost in the correct order, which is cool. It just took me, what, 3 rounds to do that. Alright, 4-3 and a miss. Take an act next turn. He's gonna be dead. No, not quite, because I think he ran out of blight. Yeah, damn it! Yeah, they're poisonous. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna heal my Crusader here. Not very much, but a little bit. This is proving to be a very difficult battle. You are a healer. Do not doubt that I can smell your corruption. I don't mind that at all, since you blighted him. Alright. Tempting Goblet. Oh man, this is not going well. She's on death's door
and
too.
despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
It's true. And again, my apologies if I'm not explaining some of the mechanics full on. I haven't done this in quite a while, so... let's blight this guy here. I haven't done this in quite a while, so my commentation skills are not exactly on... oh,
This
shit.
is no place for the weak or
They're not
foolhardy.
on spot here. Yep, so... we just lost our healer. Damn it. Of all the people to lose, that was the worst. Because it's not guaranteed that we get another healer next, in the caravan there. Yeah, smell your corruption. I don't care if you blight him. Do it. That's good. Okay, so he is at 3 health, so he will die next time he takes an action. So I'm going to want to smite him. Damn it. Which is a more, just a heavier damaging attack, especially to undead like these guys. So they're unholy. I don't know if that's the same thing, to be honest. They're both bladed. Good. So he should be dead, and he will be dead next round.
The greater the glory.
Okay.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright. So, we have a victory. And at what cost? So we have a trinket as well, a grave robber, which is another class trinket. So you get 2 speed, plus 10% move resist, but minus 4 accuracy. I tend to value accuracy more than speed. But here we go.
More bones return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
Alright, so we got a bunch of heirlooms, a bunch of treasure, and some more money and more heirlooms. And another That's not bad, actually. Another trinket, which we can use. Valerie died. Jake's has no effect except he's afflicted with a paranoid trait, which we can get rid of. So this guy's off guard, which is not very good, but not terrible. That's not as good though, because it's -1 speed the whole game until you get rid of it. It's not bad. Versus Eldritch, not bad. But the first thing I want to do is see.
Once our state was the envy of this land.
I want to see if no, I don't get a healer, but we do have my favorite class, the Man-at-Arms. So we're gonna bring both these guys here.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
So what we have here
Fresh
is
kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Yeah, so right here we have the bar, and probably another monologue from the narrator.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
So the Hamlet of Awesome Estate, which is the greatest name ever, obviously, now has a church, or an abbey, I suppose, which I can use for stress relief, and a tavern, which I can also use for stress relief. So Jake and Reynold here, 3, 4, 5. I can't afford to bring both of them because I need 4 for the party, so I'm going to bring Jake and send him to the bar. So you have the bar, the gambling hall, and the brothel. And there he will recover stress, but he will be out of commission until the next mission. Reynold, unfortunately, I can't bring into here since I need 4 in the party for the next round. But he can go into Cloister, peace through meditation as well, pray to a higher power, and Flagellance brings absolution, so he can flagellate himself to be able to relieve stress. But I will be doing the next embark and the next mission the next time we're here. So hopefully you guys stick around for episode 2 of Dark's Dungeon, and hopefully I stick around as well to actually finish the series. I apologize for my absence, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.